Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Wow Makers. I'm Susan Guest, and today I have Wow Maker Eric Romanak.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for coming today. So much to talk about, so much he's doing to wow the world. So I read you're a social engineer, social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So the thing I loved, his tagline is live better, die slower. So I thought that would be a great place to start.
Okay.
It's a great tagline. So tell us how you came to that as a message.
Right. Well, part of it was a joke from a client, but we always talked about the longevity aspect of working out and the benefits there, and just we're trying to become more durable. Especially, I'm 47 years old. The majority of my clients are over the age of 40, so working out is different for us. It has a different purpose for most of us. So we obviously knew that, there's so many great benefits to exercise and that enhance your quality of life. But one of the other things is just, the aspect of human nature that we're all just trying to slow it down. We're just trying to hit the brakes to the inevitable, and taking care of yourself, your health, is one of the most important aspects of that slowing down process.
And you know what, I said he was a social entrepreneur, but what I didn't say is he's the owner of Seva Fitness Academy.
That's right.
And so I did a lot of research on Eric. So tell us, because you have on the site, what does Seva mean? Yeah,
it was an old ancient word that means to serve. So I was really inspired by a quote from Samuel Johnson that basically says that your health is part of your moral duty, that we can't help people if we're not well. So for me, to stay healthy as a parent, to stay healthy as a community citizen, I'm only going to be able to do my best if I am biologically at my best. So I find that that's a really great motivator for some people to stay in the game of health. It definitely was for me. So that service that we do as individuals, starts with us taking care of ourselves so we can take care of others.
And when you talk about that, I looked, there are a lot of things. First of all, wrote a book.
I did.
Saw that on there. And so is that still available? People can purchase?
It is.
Yeah. Cool.
It's a very short book. I call it an igniter. It's just something that you can probably read in 45 minutes. It's got a little bit of my story in it, but it's just a step-by-step process of things to think about, of why being healthy is important. So it's a quick read. It's a little in your face, so to speak. I don't pull too many punches, but I do it for the right reasons.
So the title of it is?
The title of, there's two books out there.
Okay.
One of them's a goal workbook. That's what you're looking at there. And the other one is Live Better, Die Slower.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so where could people find that? Well, they can go to your website, which is sevafitness.com.
That's correct. Or livebetterdieslower.com. I have them both. And they both go to the same place, and that will there's links there that'll take you right to Amazon. You can even search for it on Amazon.
And so the cool thing too is you really are about mind, body, and spirit. So you offer, you talked about the fitness, there's mental health aspects, there's personal coaching and training that you do, right?
Yeah, it's hard to separate them all. It's when you exercise, you get a uptick of brain chemicals, the ones that make you feel better. So that's one of the main reasons that people keep coming back, is they just start feeling better than they did when they weren't exercising. Your mind and your body are inseparable. We don't really know where one begins and the next one, takes over. So people start to realize that, and we live in an age now where, the generations before us, exercising is a privilege. We think of it as something that we just have to do, but it's a privilege to be able to afford it or have the time in your schedule to be able to do it. Our parents and our grandparents didn't even necessarily know much about it, so they, their bodies have not been able to be maintained quite as well as ours can be. Exercise science has come a long way. So when people start to flip that switch and realize, oh, I just feel better, exercise might not be fun all the time, but the outcome is so much better than when I wasn't doing it.
So tell us what you for those that don't know anything about Seva Fitness,
Right.
what do you offer?
Yeah, personal training, one-on-one coaching, in small groups. Yeah, but you come in and it is a private session. You're not in a gym with other people watching you work out. You know, it's just you and your coach. And our programs are catered to what that person's going through and what that person's needs are and what their goals are. And it is customized, and that's what it's all about, the personal experience.
And where are you located?
404 Broadway, right next to Gold Rush Cafe.
Gold Rush Cafe, good job. So what else should we know about Seva Fitness? What do people in Paducah or wherever they're watching, what do you want them to know?
Well, we really cater to busy people. We cater to people whose bodies are maturing, and we want them to understand that, you know, we all grew up in a seated culture. Our bodies drive a lot. We sit at desks, and so our bodies have had some adaptations and compensations, that some muscles are stronger than others and some of them are not quite pulling their weight. So for busy people, they just want to know, what do I need to do to not hurt? What do I need to do to be able to play with my grandkids? What do I need to do to keep my posture and all that kind of stuff? And we know, based on these, you know, things that have happened being a seated culture, that these are the general things that most people need to take care of. And if you do that, you don't have to spend an incredible amount of time to really reap the benefits of exercise.
So when I read your site, you know, I saw that, and I think maybe this important part of your story, you had a difficult time in life.
Yeah.
And most of us have had times where things aren't going our way.
Sure.
So how did, you know, what motivated you to turn it around?
My wife. Yeah, she was, when we got married, I was a bartender. I was a musician. I was not living any type of healthy lifestyle, and she was training for the Boston Marathon. And I had never met anybody else like her. Like, the way I grew up, we just didn't see people like her. So she never pushed it on me. I just observed and was inspired. She was just a great person, and I just knew that that was a big part of the reason that made her great. She was strong, she was focused, and I just slowly, after we had our first child, I got involved in some martial arts, and that became yoga, and then that became fitness, and it became running, and it's something I'm healthily obsessed with now.
Well, you inspire us.
Well, thank you.
And we appreciate your connection to Paducah Bank.
I love Paducah Bank.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so we want Eric to have the opportunity to inspire you. So give him a call, visit the websites he mentioned, or what's your phone number?
You can reach me at 270-210-7842. Call or text.
All right. So we have a lot of wow makers, and Eric is a great one. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Susan.
All right.